How are you, sir?
How are you?
Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you for having me.
Well, the pleasure is New York City's, Connecticut, and New Jersey, and those that are listening on www.irijamradio.com. New York City, Connecticut, New Jersey. I've got, of course, the baddest attorney on line right now, ready to take your questions. His name is Brad Bernstein. Brad, thank you so much for coming a little earlier today, because I got some things I got to turn up a little later. So thank you for, of course, I know you're a busy man.
Yes, I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, let's jump to the phone lines right away and say good morning. You're live with the attorney, Brad Bernstein, and what's your question?
Good morning. I would like to speak to the attorney, please.
Go right ahead.
Okay. My stepdaughter, my husband had her when she was 4. Now she's 28, and she is a citizen. She would like to sponsor my husband and I.
When you say you had her since you were 4, in other words, you married your husband when she was 4 years old.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So she, as long as you guys came here on visas, you're going to file 2 separate adjustment applications. One adjustment application for the father, and a separate, complete, different adjustment application for you. She can file for you because you married the father before she turned 18. So you're going to do 2 separate applications. You both will, if it's all done correctly, it should both be done in 6 months with green cards.
Yeah, but the thing is, the one party is back home.
Which party is back home?
And my husband.
Your husband's back home. So she's going to file for the husband back home, and she will file for you here. And she just has to show that she has a relationship with you, and you have to show you have a relationship with the husband. So, I mean, there's a couple of extra steps involved, but certainly it can be done without a problem. What I would suggest that you do, because, you know, it's a little more of a sticky situation since you're not living with the stepdaughter's father, I would suggest you come in to make an appointment to see me just so we can review exactly what you need to do, and then you'll decide whether you want me to handle it or you feel comfortable doing it on your own or whatever you want to do.
I would love for you to handle, but the thing is, the waiver thing, if I go back home, would I have to go back home?
You're not going to go back home. You're going to get everything here.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
All right, let me give you the telephone number. It's 1-800-526 7977.
Thank you very much.
1-800-JAM-7977. 1-800-526-7977. If you call right now, we have people standing by who can schedule appointments for you to come see me.
Thank you very much. Have a great one.
Thank you. And by the way, and that is for everybody out there, if you have an immigration problem right now, all right, today is the best day to solve your problems. You want to know why today? Because it's now. Okay? Your problems don't get any better by ignoring them. So what better way to live a better life than to solve your problems now? So if you do have an immigration problem or concern, call me, make an appointment, come down. It is well worth $100 to find out what can be done for you. And I'm going to give you the telephone number again. It's 1-800-JAM-7977, 1-800-526-7977. Now, for all of those people who have immigration problems and don't want to take care of it today, although I think you should, or don't have an immigration problem now, but you never know when you're going to need an attorney. Whether, because I don't expect anybody who's listening at this very second got into an accident. I don't expect anybody this very second is in the wrong place at the wrong time and getting arrested for something they may or may not have done. But these things happen, okay? I don't expect that anybody right now is serving divorce papers on somebody else, but these things happen. And when these things happen, I've never met a human being who lives in the United States of America who doesn't need the services of an attorney, and a good attorney, at some point in their life or some point in their family member's life or at some point in their friend's life. So if you're listening to me and you've been listening to me for a while and you've been listening to me with DJ Roy and Dubmaster and you say, you know what, these guys at Spar and Bernstein, Brad Bernstein, these are the guys I'm going to want to help with my problems, my legal problems, whether it's I got into an accident, a medical malpractice case, a construction accident, a car accident. For car accidents, I've said it before, we have for 2011 the largest verdict in New York State history for an automobile accident. New York State for 2011 for an automobile accident, $2.55 million. There is not another law firm in the entire state of New York that can say that. Why? Because we have the #1 verdict. It's a fact. We just actually settled yesterday, DJ Roy. Adam was in court. A guy got into a car accident, had a knee problem, had a couple of injections, no surgeries or anything, and it was against State Farm. And State Farm Insurance said they're not going to pay. They don't think he's hurt. And Adam Handler showed up to court, and these aren't big cases, but it happens. He showed up to court, picked a jury, went into the judge. State Farm saw Adam Handler, and they know Adam Handler gets big verdicts. We settled the case, and we settled the case for $67,500 from having the insurance company saying no pay until they saw who was coming in to try the case. So, not to say that $67,500 is changing this man's life, but it's a nice chunk of change for a small injury.
Yes.
We got, and that just happened yesterday. I just talk about things that happen in our daily lives at our office. Okay? So not every case is $1 million, but we have gotten millions of dollars for people who deserve millions of dollars.
There you go. And,
okay?
And how they can do that is make sure if you have an issue, you call this number, 1-800-526-7977. I can't stress it enough, and Brad can't really stress it enough. Do not wait until you need an attorney to say, again, DJ Roy and this gentleman was on the radio, and he sounds like he knows what he's doing. He's got, I have friends that have used him. What's the number again? Put it in your phone right now. 1-800-526-7977. 1-800-526-7977. And you can call right now. Someone's standing by. Brad.
And the best way to put it in your phone is literally dial the number. I give you permission. Hang up after 10 seconds. Unless you want to make an appointment to see me, obviously don't hang up. But hang up after 10 seconds. You heard Spar and Bernstein. You know that's the telephone number. You now know it's saved for life. So I give everybody permission. Call and hang up on me. It's okay. Save my number for when you need me.
1-800-526-7977. Call now. Let's see if we can jump in some more calls, Brad. Okay. Good morning. You're live with the attorney, Brad Bernstein, and what's your question?
Yeah, my question is about my husband. In 1996, he was here deported, but he didn't have any offense more than one day. I guess he overstayed his visa. And they sent out a warrant for him, and they sent him home. My suggestion is I filed for him in 2006, and I was on my phone when I heard somebody was calling for like a week, but they didn't say immigration, they said passport thing. So I was like, I didn't apply for a passport, so why somebody's calling me? When I called immigration, they said they denied it. So I want to know what could be done.
So what you're saying is your husband was deported back in 96 just for being an overstay. You filed for him in 2006. You're a resident or a citizen?
I'm a resident.
Okay. Then he should be eligible to come back because he only had a 10-year bar. He should be able to come back. I'm not sure who's calling you about passports, but if you could bring me in that visa petition approval from 2006, I can take over the case, and we can get him back here.
Okay.
All right, do you have that approval letter still?
The letter what said they didn't. When I called immigration, I didn't get it.
You told me in 2006 you filed for him and it got approved,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Okay, bring me in that letter, and I will take care of it from there.
Okay.
All right, and then I'm not sure who's calling you about passports, but when you come in, we'll figure it all out.
Yeah, because I was calling, that call come in like, I was sitting on the couch one day and here on my answer machine, the phone was ringing, and by the time I got it, the person leaving a message, passport, someone calling. So I said I didn't have anything to do with passport office, and so forth, I didn't answer.
Okay.
When I get to them, they said they was calling me.
All right, well, it's certainly an odd telephone call. I don't know who's calling you. Maybe somebody's trying to. One second. Maybe someone's trying to scare you. Maybe it was a wrong number. Maybe there's something going on that we don't know about. But when you come in, we'll figure it all out for you.
All right.
Okay. Just give me your number, please.
Okay. DJ Roy's I'm going to give you the pleasure of having DJ Roy tell you.
1-800-526.
7977.
7977. And you can call right now. Someone's standing by to take your call, okay?
Okay.
All right, you have a blessed day.
And DJ Roy,
Mm-hmm.
have you ever get this little guy with name Ghost on your show?
Ghost?
Yes.
Yeah, Ghost.
That's my fun DJ singer.
Yeah, Ghost.
But I never heard it.
Ghost did Jamboree like 3 years ago when we did it at York College. We've done shows with him. Actually, he was at Best of the Best over the Memorial Weekend, but that's another long story. We'll go into that another time, all right?
Okay.
All right. You have a great day.
Okay.
Morning. You're live with the attorney, Brad Bernstein, and what's your question?
Yo, is this my time?
Your time.
Yeah, my question is this. It's a question of procrastination. I've been procrastinating to get my citizenship for years. And right now I want to know what the shortest possible time that I might put in my application tomorrow, today, or whenever, and then get it. And also what the current course for the application.
It's a $680 filing fee, and it's somewhere between 4 to 5 months from the time you put your application in to the time you go for your interview. Then from the time of the interview to swearing in is anywhere from 10 days to 30 days.
So I can possibly vote this year.
Let's see. June.
Huh?
You may be a citizen before the election, but then you got to register to vote a certain time before the election. You may not make it. Right, because just because you're, let's say the vote is the first Tuesday of November. You probably, if you file it today, you'll probably be a citizen sometime in October, would be my guess. Maybe they'll speed it up because of the election, but I do know, and I don't know what the time frame is. I'm not an election expert, but I do know that you have to register within a certain period of time before an election. So, that I would check out, but I would file your citizenship. Don't be a procrastinator. Just get it done.
Now, having never gotten in trouble, is it a guarantee?
As long as you know how to read, write, and speak English, pay your taxes, you never met Osama bin Laden, and you're willing to take an oath of allegiance to the United States of America, you don't owe child support to anybody, and you're otherwise a person of good moral character, and you've been living in the United States for 5 years, and 30 out of those 60 months have been physically in the United States, no trip abroad more than 6 months, and if you qualify under all of those situations, it is a guarantee you become a citizen.
And what's your cost, Brad?
$680 for a filing fee.
Yours?
On my cost, I don't quote fees over the phone, but if you want, you can make an appointment to come see me, and we can talk about it in person.
And another question. Getting married, and my wife having getting her legal papers, what kind of time would that be for her?
Where is she? Where is she?
Oh, in America.
Okay, she came here on a visa?
Yeah.
Okay. Once you become a citizen, she's 3 months later, she'll have a work permit, and 2 months after that, she should have her green card. So you'll be a citizen, and she'll have a green card in under a year.
So stop procrastinating.
Yes, Roy. Yes, Roy.
All right. And when you come see me, you're going to tell me I'm the guy who called up who said I'm the procrastinator. I'll remember. All right?
Don't feel bad, my friend. I went through the same thing myself. Thank you so much for calling. And then call right now. As soon as you get off the phone, 1-800-526-7977. Someone's standing by right now, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, you have a great day. Yeah, Brad, I went down that road myself. Back in my school days, we did a lot of citizenship drives back in the late 70s, early 80s.
Right.
And I hosted so many of them, and I just didn't do mine. And it was years after I stopped doing the citizenship drive
that you said, I'm going to do it myself.
That's it, I'm going to do it myself. So I know exactly what the gentleman's talking. But in these times that we're living in now, there's nothing like the present.
Especially, obviously we have listeners from all over the world, okay? But the majority of the listeners, a vast majority of the listeners are from the Caribbean, Jamaica, Trinidad, Guyana. All of those countries allow dual citizenship, so you have nothing to lose.
Exactly.
Okay? If you come from those countries, you have nothing to lose. Barbados, Dominica, I can't think of one West Indian country that doesn't allow for dual citizenship.
There you go.
Okay? So you have nothing to lose and everything to gain.
There you go. And if you really want to gain and you're in a situation, you need to call this number right now and set up an appointment. 1-800-526-7977. And as always,
prior results do not guarantee similar outcome in future cases. To set up an appointment for a personal consultation with Brad Bernstein, call 1-800-526-7977. That's 1-800-526-7977.